हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू आवर न्यू वीडियो। आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है इट इज़ सिंपल इक्वेशंस और वी कैन से इक्वेशंस इन वन वेरिएबल्स। तो सबसे पहले बात करते हैं वेरिएबल्स क्या होते हैं। आप जानते हैं हम मैथ्स में जब भी कोई कैलकुलेशन करते हैं तो किसी न किसी नंबर के साथ करते हैं। मान लीजिए मैं अपनी एज की बात करूं, मान लीजिए मेरी एज 40 इयर्स है। एज इज़ 40 ईयर्स। मुझे आपकी एज नहीं पता है, लेकिन मुझे आपकी एज के साथ कोई कैलकुलेशन करनी है। मैं पता लगा सकता हूँ कि आज के 7 ईयर्स के बाद आपकी एज कितनी होगी। अगर मैं ये मान लूँ कि आपकी एज x है, x ईयर्स। सपोज योर एज इज़ x years. After 7 years from now, after 7 years from now, your age will be x plus 7 years. तो हमें मैथ्स में अपनी डेली लाइफ में बहुत सारी ऐसी सिचुएशंस मिलती हैं जब हमें अननोन नंबर्स के साथ कैलकुलेशन करनी होती है। और वो अननोन नंबर्स क्योंकि हमें नोन नहीं होते हैं, हमें उनकी नॉलेज नहीं होती है, जानकारी नहीं होती है, इस वजह से हम उन नंबर्स को कुछ ऐसे लेटर्स से डिनोट करते हैं, शो करते हैं जो इंग्लिश अल्फ़ाबेट के लेटर्स होते हैं, जैसे एक्स, वाई, जेड। आप ए, बी, सी, पी, क्यू, आर, एस, टी स्मॉल लेटर्स में कोई भी अल्फ़ाबेट यूज़ कर सकते हैं किसी भी नंबर को शो करने के लिए। तो हमारे ये जो नंबर्स हैं जिन्हें हम किसी भी एक्चुअल नंबर को शो करने के लिए यूज़ करते हैं, उन नंबर्स को वेरिएबल्स कहते हैं। वेरिएबल्स इसलिए कहते हैं क्योंकि इनकी वैल्यू वेरी करती है, यानी बदलती रहती है। एक्स, वाई, जेड, ए, बी, सी, पी, क्यू, आर, एस, टी एट्सेट्रा। ये तो हुई वेरिएबल्स की बात। अब हम बात करते हैं कि इन वेरिएबल्स के साथ कैलकुलेशन कैसे कर सकते हैं। मान लीजिए कोई एक नंबर है जिसको हमने इंक्रीज कर दिया बाय 4, तो ये हमारा एक एक्सप्रेशन बन गया। इट इज एन एक्सप्रेशन। कोई दूसरा वेरिएबल ले लीजिए, सपोज y। इस वेरिएबल y को हम सब्ट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं, लेस कर सकते हैं। सपोज वी लेस 7, we subtract 7 from y, so it is another expression. Now we take any number z, we multiply this number by 3 and then add 4 to the result. So x plus 4, y minus 7, 3z plus 4, all these are our expressions. These are expressions in one variables, and you can see what we have used here. We have used variables, numbers and these operations plus, minus, into etc. There are 4 basic operations that we perform on numbers, which is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now, using these operations and various numbers, we can make different expressions, and if any expression equals to some number or some other expression, then we get an equality. This equality means that the number on its left hand side and the number on its right hand side both are equal, or the expressions on both sides are equal in values. So this is known as an equation. So we can say that x plus 5 equals 7 is an equation. Now, what is the use of these equations? Come on, let's start a game, okay? Suppose you take any number. I don't know what number you are taking, but do with that number whatever I say, okay? As I say, take any number. For instance, it should be up to 9, okay? So that the calculation may be easy for you. You can take any number from 1 to 9. From that number, what we can do? We can multiply it by 3 and then we will add 4 to that number. Take a number, multiply it by 3 and then add 4 to that number. Okay, I think you would have calculated till now. So can you please tell me the number? No, you can't tell me because I can't listen at now. But suppose you have taken 6, then 6 threes is 12, 6 threes is 18, sorry, 18 plus 4 is 22. So if you tell me that your result is 22, then I can tell you what number you had thought. Isn't it magic? A little bit, a small magic. So we will learn how to solve this type of questions, okay? Now, first we talk about some qualities of an equation. The first thing is any quantity can be added to both sides of an equation. Suppose we have an equation x plus 7 equal 11, and if we take the value of 4, then both sides of this equation are equal. 4 plus 7 is 11, this is 11. So we can say that x is a solution to this equation. If we put x equal 4, then x equal 4 is a solution to this equation, because by putting this value we get both the sides as equal. The numbers on both sides are equal, so the sign of equality holds here. Now, if we add 3 to both the sides, 4 plus 7 plus 3, and also on the right hand side 11 plus 3. Now, what is the value of the two sides? 7 plus 4, 11, 11 plus 3 is 14, here also 11 plus 3 is 14. So the equation still holds. So this is our first rule, that if we add any quantity to both the sides of an equation, then the equation holds true. Second property is, if we subtract same quantity or same number, if we subtract same quantity from both sides, of an equation, then the equation holds true. Let us take another example. Y minus 3 is equal 10. Suppose we put here 13, then 13 minus 3 is 10, 10 equals 10. So y equal 13 is a solution to this equation because it satisfies the equation to give us same number on both sides. Now, if we subtract same number from both sides, 13 minus 3, suppose we subtract 4 from here, then we subtract 4 from other side also. 13 minus 3 is subtracted, 4 is subtracted. So in short or in total, 7 is subtracted from 13 and it becomes 10 minus 4, that is 6. 13 minus 7 is also 6. Both the sides are equal. Therefore, the identity still holds true when we are subtracting same number from both the sides. So this is our second property. Now we come to third property. Let us take an equation which is 7 plus 5 equal 8 plus 4. Okay? And now we are multiplying this whole side by 2. And on the other side, we also multiply right hand side by 2. You can see 7 plus 5 is 12 and 8 plus 4 is 12. So both the sides give us same result. That means equation holds true. Now if we multiply this side by 2 and also the other side by 2 by same number, then 2 into 7 plus 5 is 12 and 2 into 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 2s are 24 equals 24. The side, left hand side is equal to right hand side. So the identity holds true whenever we multiply both the sides by same number. Is that clear? Further, if we divide both sides by same number, what will happen then? Let us divide 24 by 3. Here also divide 24 by 3. You will get the same result. 3 8s are 24. So dividing both sides by same number also does not affect the value of an equation. This means an equation holds true even if you divide both the sides by same number. So these are 4 properties. Whether you add same number to both the sides or you subtract same number from both the sides of an equation, either you multiply both sides by same number or you divide both sides by same number, the equation always holds true. But what will happen if you perform different operations on both the sides? Let us see. Here we are taking the same equation. Now 7 plus 5, suppose we are adding on this side plus 2 and we are subtracting on the other side 8 plus 4 minus 2. So it becomes 7 plus 5 12, 12 plus 2 is 14 and 8 plus 4 12 minus 2 is 10. So is it true? No, 14 cannot be equal to 10. But it was true earlier when we have not added or subtracted 2 from different sides. Yes? So here in the first line, equation holds true. But when we perform different operations on both the sides, the equality is disturbed. It doesn't hold true now. So we cannot perform different actions, different operations on both sides. Okay? So you must remember this. And the final property for equation I am going to tell you is, if it is written here 3y equal 15, okay, in the left hand side there is a variable y which has been multiplied by 3, and on the right hand side there is a number, a value 15. So if 3 times of y equals 15, can you say 15 equals 3 times y? What has happened? Nothing. Just we have interchanged the left and right hand sides. So this is also a property which is known as sides interchanging property. And the property is, if we interchange the sides of an equation, then the the equation doesn't affect. That is, the equation holds true even if we interchange the sides. This is a very important property of an equation, and it is often used while solving the equations. Now we come to the solution of an equation. The first method to solve these type of equations is trial and error method. Trial and error method. What is this method? Suppose we are given an equation 4x minus 3 is 17. Okay? We want to find the value of x from this equation. So, how can we find the value of x, the value of variable? We know the counting, and we can put the value of x now one by one. Okay? So, for x equal 1, if we put x equal 1, then we have 4 times 1 minus 3 equal 17. That is 4 minus 3 is 17, or 1 equal 17, which cannot be true because this is 1, that is 17 on the other side. So both sides are not equal. Why are they not equal? Because we have not put the correct value of x in this equation. So we tried by putting some value for the variable, and we get a wrong answer, a absurd equality. This means we have done an error. Okay? So this error tells us that x equal 1 cannot be a solution to this equation. Now what will we do? We will change the value of x and try again. X equal 2. Put it here. 4 times x means 2 minus 3 gives 17. 4 2s are 8. 8 minus 3, 17. Now 8 minus 3, you know it is 5, and on the other right hand side of the equation it is 17. This is also absurd because 5 cannot be equal to 17. Again an error has occurred. So x equal 2 is not a solution to the equation also. Okay? So now we change the value of x. In the same fashion, when we will keep putting values of variable in this equation, we certainly get a number when this value satisfies this equation. Okay? Suppose we put x equal 5. So it becomes 4 times 5 minus 3 equals 17. You know 4 5s are 20 minus 3 gives 17, and 20 minus 3 is also 17. Wow, bingo! We have got our solution because both the sides of this equation are equal now. Okay? So x equal 5 is a solution to this equation. X equal 5 is a solution. This is our trial and error method, and you can see it is quite lengthy, isn't it? But it is also a simple one. So what we can do? We should find some other method, some other quick method to solve this type of equations. Let us take the same example, same equation, and what we will do, here we can see, this new method is known as weigh balance method. Weigh balance method. Have you seen a weighing balance? Weighing balance is an instrument by which we measure the weight of different objects. Suppose you go to market to purchase potato, and then you find this type of an instrument. In one pan of this balance, we put some object like potatoes or tomatoes or anything that we want to weigh, and in the other pan we put weights, you know. So what happens when the weight of object is more than this weight which we have put in the other pan of the balance? Whichever pan is heavier, it will go down, and the other pan which is lighter will go up. So this balancing rod will be somewhat like this, tilted in a way. Yes. So when this pan is heavier, we take out some potatoes or tomatoes from that pan and it becomes lighter, then it goes up, and if this weight is equal to the weight put in other pan, then this rod holds horizontal. Okay, it becomes straight, horizontally straight, and then we can say that the weight of object put in one pan is equal to the weight of weight we have put in the other pan. Okay, now we will use this same property while solving an equation. Okay, do you remember the 4 rules that I taught you, that we can add or subtract same numbers on both sides of an equation? Okay, then very well. Our purpose here is to get rid of all the numbers which are with x on this side, and we will try that by doing the weighing balance method. Okay, so we want to get rid of this 3 from here, because we start from addition and subtraction signs first. Multiplication sign will be removed thereafter. So 4x, it is minus 3. If we want to cancel this minus 3, then we must add 3 to this side of the equation, and for balancing the equation we will add 3 to other side also. Then minus 3 plus 3, they will cancel each other. So 4x becomes equal 17 plus 3, that is 20. Is that clear to you? Now 4 is being multiplied by x. If we want to get rid of 4, then we should divide this side by 4, and to balance it we will divide the other side also by same number, 4. What do you get now? 4 is cancelled out. X equals 4 5s are 20. Here it is. We have solved the equation. This method is very easy, okay, and much shorter than the previous one, trial and error method. Have you seen that? So this is our second method, weigh balance method. Now using this weigh balance method, we will move one step further. Okay? Look at this chart, please. Suppose we have an equation x plus 5 is 13. Here also we have same equation, x plus 5 equals 13. Now, in order to solve this equation, we are going to use weigh balance method here, and on that side we will perform some other actions. Okay? Now, we want to get rid of 5 here. So, to get rid of 5, we must subtract 5 from this side and also from other side. Is that clear? Now, if we are adding 5 to this side here on the left side of the equation, then we can send this number to other side. How? By reversing the process. If 5 is being added here, then 5 must be subtracted from there and removed from this side of the equation. So, x equals 13, 5 has been transposed to other side and its process will be changed. If 5 was being added on left hand side, then by removing it from here, it should be subtracted from other side. Okay? Now what happens? Have a look at this. Plus 5 minus 5 both cancels out. So x equals 13 minus 5. Isn't it same as that equation? Both equations are same now. So this is the method which is known as transpose method. Transpose method. By transposing a number to the other side, we can get rid of whatever number we want. Okay? So, x equals 13 minus 5 is 8. Here also x equals 13 minus 5 is 8. This is just a short example which we have taken here with an operation of addition. But instead of addition operation, there may be some other operation such as subtraction or multiplication or division. So let us take some examples to make it very clear how it works. The transposition method is one of the widely used and generally used method which is very useful to solve these type of equations. Let us take this equation. Suppose it is 4x minus 7 equals 28. Okay? So now we will solve this equation with the help of transpose method. Okay? We want to get rid of 7, so we should send it, transpose it to other side. This means 4x remains here, equal remains at its place, 28 remains at its place. This minus 7 when transposed to other side will become plus 7. Then 4x equals 28 plus 7 is 35. Okay? So the value of x, to find the value of x, we will transpose 4 to other side, but 4 is being multiplied with x, so 4 on the other side will divide 35, the number on the other side. So x becomes equal 35 by 4. The problem here is that 35 is not divisible by 4, but you don't worry, the answer is correct. Okay? Because the equation was such that it cannot be solved in an integer value or a whole number value. that doesn't matter at all. Okay, come on, let us take a few examples. I have a book with me and we are going to make use of it. Let me take a few questions. Simple equations. Where is that chapter? Okay, here it is. Lines and angles. Oh no, no, no. Yes, I have found the chapter. Let the equation be 3L equals 42. 3L equals 42. How will you solve it? If we use trial and error method, then starting with 1, we will have to reach up to a greater number before finding the solution. So let us start with way balance method. Okay, 3L, we want to get rid of 3, so we will divide both sides by 3. This 3 will cancel out, so it is left only L on the left hand side, and 42 divided by 3 is 14. Okay, this is our solution. L equal 14 is a solution to this equation. Now we will solve the same question by transpose method. L equals 42. When we transpose 3 to the other side, it will divide 42. So L becomes equal 14. A simple question it is. Now let us take a harder question. 3x plus 12 equals 0. Now how to solve this? First of all, the additional term is 12, so we will get rid of this 12 first. Okay, by using transposition method, 3x equals 0. When this plus 12 is transposed to the other side, it becomes minus 12, because to remove plus 12 from left hand side, we will have to subtract subtract 12 from both sides. So on left hand side, 12 minus 12 will become 0, and on right hand side it will become 0 minus 12. So 3x now equals minus 12. Now we want to transpose 3 from this side, then it becomes x equals minus 12 upon 3, or the value of x becomes minus 4. That's it. So x equal minus 4 is the solution to the given equation. Okay, let us take another example. Suppose you are given 3p upon 4 plus 2 equals 62. Okay, so there is a term which is being added on left hand side with the variable term, and on the other side we have a numerical value. So first of all, we will transpose this numerical value to other side. It becomes 3p upon 4 plus 2 is transposed, so it is removed from this side, equal signs put, 62, and then this plus 2 is taken to other side to be subtracted from that side. Okay, so now our equation becomes 3p upon 4 equals 60. Now to get rid of this 4, we will transpose it to other side, so it becomes 3p equals 60. because it was being divided. So here it will be multiplied to the number. Thus 3p becomes 6 4s are 24, 240, and the value of p becomes 240 divided by 3, that is 8080. Okay. So you can see this is a simple method. Now one thing that I have left in this chapter is how to form such equation. Okay. So now we will take some questions to form some statements into equations. Suppose you are told that the sum of numbers x and 4 is 9, then how will you write it into an equation? Listen again, the sum of numbers x and 4 is 9. So we will start by saying sum of numbers x and 4 is 9. Simply, whatever you say, just transform the words into mathematical signs and you will get your equation. Another thing is 10 times a is 70. 10 times a is 70. Here is the equation. Another example is 2 subtracted from y is 8. 2 subtracted from y. You must focus on these words. 2 subtracted from y gives 8. Okay. You cannot write it as 2 subtracted from y gives 8. No, because here 2 is not being subtracted. In this equation, y is being subtracted from 2, while the question is saying 2 is subtracted from y, then it gives 8. So this equation is correct and this equation is incorrect. You must pay attention to this thing, okay? Now another example is 3/4 of t, a variable, is 15. 3/4 of a variable t is what? 15. Okay, 15. So this is our equation. We can also write it as 3t equals 4 into 15, that is 3t equals 60. This is also a way to write this expression or this equation. So this is the chapter of our simple equations, and we do hope that it will help you a lot, and see you again.